The vast emerald tapestries of the Americas are home to a truly magnificent creature, a powerful and enigmatic predator that moves with a silent grace befitting its royal status. Deep within these jungles, the jaguar reigns as the silent monarch, its presence woven into the very fabric of the rainforest. This is the jaguar, Panthera onca, the third largest cat species on our planet, surpassed in size only by the lions of Africa and the tigers of Asia. Yet, in the Americas, it stands alone as the supreme feline predator. Pound for pound, the jaguar is often considered the most powerful of all big cats. Its stocky, muscular build and compact frame are the result of millions of years of evolution, sculpted for explosive strength and stealthy movement through dense vegetation. The jaguar's name conjures images of deep, untamed wilderness, of dappled sunlight filtering through a dense canopy, and of a pair of intense, knowing eyes peering out from the shadows. Its gaze is legendary, piercing, intelligent, and always alert. The jaguar is the undisputed apex predator of its domain, a king that rules not through overt displays of dominance, but through quiet, confident power. Its solitary nature and elusive habits have earned it a reputation as a phantom of the forest. For millennia, the jaguar has been revered in the mythologies and spiritual beliefs of indigenous cultures throughout Central and South America. It is a symbol of strength, courage, and the mysterious forces of the wild. Ancient civilizations such as the Maya and the Olmec depicted the jaguar in their art, architecture, and legends, often associating it with the power of the night, the underworld, and the cycle of life and death. Its stunning coat, a canvas of golden tan fur adorned with intricate black rosettes, is not only beautiful but also highly functional. Each jaguar's pattern is unique, providing perfect camouflage in the shifting light and shadow of the jungle. This remarkable camouflage allows the jaguar to melt seamlessly into the undergrowth, becoming nearly invisible as it stalks its prey. Its stealth is legendary, enabling it to approach even the wariest animals undetected. Unlike many of its feline relatives, the jaguar is a creature deeply connected to water. It is an adept swimmer, often crossing rivers and hunting along their banks. This affinity for water sets it apart from other big cats and allows it to thrive in a variety of wetland habitats. The jaguar's range stretches from the arid scrublands of the north to the lush, sprawling wetlands of the south. Its adaptability is extraordinary, allowing it to inhabit rainforests, swamps, savannas, and even dry forests, wherever prey and cover are abundant. The jaguar's evolutionary history is written in its bones. As the only member of the Panthera genus native to the Americas, it shares a common ancestor with lions, tigers, and leopards, but diverged millions of years ago to become the continent's top predator. Its skull is robust, with the most powerful bite of any big cat, capable of crushing the thick shells of turtles and the skulls of large mammals. Its jaws are so strong that it often kills with a single bite to the skull, a technique unique among big cats. The jaguar's range once extended from the southwestern United States all the way to northern Argentina, a testament to its adaptability and resilience. Today it remains the only Panthera species in the New World, a living relic of a time when giant cats roamed the Americas. Its presence is a living link to the ancient megafauna of the Pleistocene, when saber-toothed cats and giant sloths shared these forests. The jaguar's body is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. Its limbs are short and powerful, perfect for sudden bursts of speed and for climbing, while its massive paws allow it to move silently across the forest floor. Its retractable claws and keen senses make it a formidable hunter, able to track, ambush, and overpower a wide variety of prey. To observe a jaguar in its natural habitat is to witness a creature perfectly attuned to its environment. Every movement is calculated, every sense heightened. It is a silent hunter, moving with the rhythms of the forest and the river, always alert, always in control. The jaguar's presence is a keystone for the ecosystem. As an apex predator, it regulates populations of prey species, maintaining the delicate balance of the jungle. Its reign ensures the health and diversity of the rainforest, supporting a vibrant web of life that stretches from the forest floor to the canopy above. Yet the story of the jaguar is not only one of power and survival, but also of vulnerability. The wilderness that defines its existence faces unprecedented threats, and the future of this silent monarch hangs in the balance. The kingdom of the jaguar is shrinking, its borders receding as the wild places of the Americas are transformed. The intricate web of life that depends on its presence is at risk, and with it, the legacy of the silent monarch. The challenges facing the jaguar are immense, but its story is one of resilience and adaptation. As long as the forests endure, the spirit of the jaguar, the silent monarch of the Americas, will continue to inspire awe and wonder in the heart of the wild. To understand the jaguar is to understand the soul of the American wilderness, a creature of myth, muscle, and mystery, whose reign as the silent monarch endures in the shadows of the ancient forests. Deep in the heart of South America lies the jaguar's greatest stronghold, a vast and vibrant wilderness known as the Pantanal. Here, water is the architect of life, shaping every aspect of the landscape and the creatures that inhabit it. The Pantanal is the world's largest tropical wetland, an immense mosaic of habitats that stretches across an area larger than the whole of England. Its intricate network of rivers, lagoons, and marshes forms a labyrinthine system, pulsing with seasonal floods and receding waters. This is a land of dramatic seasonal change, defined by the powerful pulse of water. During the wet season, the landscape transforms as rivers overflow, flooding vast expanses and creating a shimmering, shallow sea. For half the year, relentless rains cause the rivers to swell and overflow their banks, submerging forests and grasslands and isolating patches of higher ground as temporary islands. These dynamic changes create a constantly shifting environment, rich in opportunity for those adapted to its rhythms. This watery expanse becomes a paradise for an incredible diversity of life. Fish, amphibians, reptiles, and mammals all converge at the water's edge, creating a living tapestry of prey and predator interactions. For the jaguar, this abundance is a boon, offering a wealth of hunting opportunities. The Pantanal is not a single, uniform environment, but a complex tapestry of interwoven ecosystems. Swamps, flooded forests, open lakes, and dense riverine corridors all merge, each supporting its own unique community of life. Meandering rivers snake through the rainforest, tranquil lakes reflect the sky, and thick swamps teem with aquatic plants. These varied habitats provide the jaguar with shelter, shade, and a multitude of hunting grounds. This variety offers the jaguar everything it could possibly need to flourish. From dense cover for stalking to open water for ambush, the Pantanal is a realm perfectly suited to the jaguar's needs. The dense riverine forests along the banks provide cover for the jaguar's stealthy approach. Here it moves silently through the undergrowth, its spotted coat blending seamlessly with the dappled light and shadow. A single male jaguar may patrol a vast home range, sometimes exceeding 100 square kilometers. Within this watery domain, it marks and defends its territory, ensuring exclusive access to the richest hunting grounds. Life in the Pantanal is dictated by the rhythm of the floods. As water levels rise and fall, the landscape is continually reshaped, and the jaguar must adapt its strategies to the changing environment. When the waters are high, the jaguar becomes a semi-aquatic hunter. It swims effortlessly from one patch of dry land to another, patrolling the waterways with the same confidence it shows on solid ground. Its powerful limbs and muscular body propel it through the water, allowing it to approach prey with stealth and precision. The jaguar's stocky build and strong limbs are perfectly adapted for this challenging terrain. Its large paws act like paddles in the water and provide a solid grip on muddy riverbanks, while its flexible body allows it to climb, leap, and stalk with ease. It can climb trees to rest or scan its surroundings, and its agility allows it to move silently along the water's edge, always alert for the slightest movement that might betray the presence of prey. In these watery habitats, the jaguar employs unique hunting techniques. It often stalks silently along the riverbank, waiting for capybaras, caimans or fish to come within striking distance. With a sudden burst of speed, it can launch itself into the water, using its powerful jaws to deliver a swift, fatal bite. As the dry season arrives, the waters recede, concentrating wildlife around the remaining rivers and pools. Fish become trapped in shrinking lagoons, and thirsty animals gather at the water's edge, making them vulnerable to ambush. This period of abundance presents new opportunities for the jaguar. It waits patiently, concealed by vegetation, ready to strike at the perfect moment. The crowded riverbanks become a veritable buffet, as capybaras, caimans, and birds are forced to share the limited water resources. The jaguar takes full advantage, using its knowledge of the terrain and its aquatic prowess to hunt with remarkable efficiency. The Pantanal, with its cyclical flooding, intricate river systems, and rich biodiversity, is more than just a habitat for the jaguar. It is a dynamic stage where the jaguar's mastery of both land and water is revealed, a watery kingdom where this apex predator reigns supreme, perfectly attuned to the rhythms and challenges of its ever-changing world. The jaguar is the epitome of a patient and calculating predator, a true master of the ambush. Its hunting strategy is a meticulous process relying on stealth, surprise, and a deep understanding of its environment rather than a drawn-out chase. Every aspect of the jaguar's physiology is honed for this deadly craft. Its muscular frame, compact and powerful, is built for sudden bursts of energy and immense strength. Its striking coat, adorned with distinctive rosettes, is a marvel of natural engineering. This pattern is not merely for beauty, it is a highly effective camouflage, breaking up the jaguar's outline and allowing it to vanish into the shifting light and shadows of the forest floor or the dense reeds along riverbanks. The first step in the jaguar's hunt is to become one with its surroundings. It melts into the undergrowth, using every available patch of cover to remain unseen, sometimes lying motionless for hours as it observes its chosen prey. Each movement is calculated and silent. The jaguar advances with painstaking care, placing each paw with precision to avoid snapping twigs or rustling leaves. Its large, padded paws and retractable claws are essential tools, allowing it to move with near-total silence over the forest floor, even when the ground is littered with debris. Unlike the cheetah, which is built for speed, the jaguar's shorter, stockier legs are designed for power. This anatomy enables it to leap great distances and deliver crushing force in a single bound. When the time comes, the jaguar can unleash a short, explosive sprint, closing the gap between itself and its prey in a matter of seconds. The hunt is a test of patience. The jaguar may spend long periods stalking, moving low to the ground, using every bit of cover, its gaze locked on its target, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When the opportunity arises, the jaguar launches its ambush with breathtaking speed and power, often catching its prey completely off guard. From its concealed position, it explodes forward in a swift, decisive strike, using its entire body weight to subdue its victim. What truly distinguishes the jaguar is its unique and devastating killing technique. Unlike other big cats, the jaguar's preferred method is a single, lethal bite. Its jaws are among the most powerful in the animal kingdom, equipped with long, robust canine teeth. While lions and tigers suffocate their prey with a throat bite, the jaguar's approach is different. The jaguar often delivers a precise, crushing bite directly to the back of the skull, puncturing bone and piercing the brain for an instantaneous kill. This technique is especially effective against armored prey. Jaguars are known to hunt a wide variety of animals, from deer and peccaries to caimans, turtles and armadillos. Their powerful jaws allow them to pierce even the toughest hides and shells, making prey that would be off-limits to other predators fair game. The biomechanics of the jaguar's bite are extraordinary. Its skull is broad and robust, with massive jaw muscles anchored to a reinforced crest, generating a bite force strong enough to crush bones and shells with ease. This formidable bite force, the strongest of any feline relative to its size, is a direct result of evolutionary pressures favoring power over speed. Jaguars also display rare hunting behaviors. They are strong swimmers and will often hunt aquatic prey such as fish or caiman, ambushing from the water's edge or even diving in to pursue their quarry. Occasionally they have been observed climbing trees to ambush monkeys or birds, demonstrating remarkable versatility. Despite their prowess, less than half of their hunts end in success. Yet each attempt is a masterclass in the art of the ambush, a perfectly executed sequence of shadow, silence, patience, and sudden, overwhelming force. The jaguar's hunting strategy is a testament to its status as one of the most efficient and formidable predators in the wild. The jaguar's status as an apex predator is cemented by its incredibly diverse and opportunistic diet, which is among the broadest of any big cat in the world. Jaguars are true carnivores, occupying the very top of the food chain. Their menu includes an astonishing array of over 85 different species, ranging from the smallest mammals to some of the largest animals in their environment. This adaptability in prey selection is a key reason for the jaguar's success across a wide range of habitats, from dense rainforests and flooded wetlands to dry forests and scrublands. Jaguars are not picky eaters. They hunt whatever is most abundant and available within their territory. This remarkable flexibility ensures their survival even when certain prey populations fluctuate due to seasonal changes or natural cycles. In the watery world of the Pantanal, the jaguar's diet reflects its semi-aquatic lifestyle, with a strong emphasis on aquatic and semi-aquatic prey. Caiman, formidable reptiles that few other predators dare to challenge, are a favorite target. Jaguars are among the only big cats capable of regularly hunting these armored reptiles. The jaguar will patiently stalk a caiman from the riverbank, often attacking from behind and above to avoid its powerful jaws, using stealth and strength to its advantage. The struggle can be immense, sometimes ending with the jaguar dragging the reptile from the water to deliver its signature skull-crushing bite. A technique unique among big cats. Capybaras, the world's largest rodents, are another common prey, especially during the wet season when they gather in large groups near the water's edge, making them tempting targets for a stealthy hunter. Jaguars are also skilled at catching fish, turtles, and even large snakes, such as anacondas and boa constrictors. These aquatic and semi-aquatic species are especially important during the rainy season, when terrestrial prey may be less accessible. Away from the water, the jaguar's diet shifts to terrestrial animals, reflecting the seasonal abundance of different prey. Peccaries, a type of wild pig that travels in herds, are a staple food source. Jaguars must use careful and calculated approaches to single out and ambush one from the group. Larger prey, such as deer and the formidable tapir, South America's largest land mammal, which can weigh up to 3 times as much as the jaguar, are also hunted, especially during the dry season when water sources shrink and animals congregate. Bringing down such large animals is a testament to the jaguar's sheer power and determination, and these kills can sustain the predator for several days. Jaguars will also hunt smaller creatures like armadillos, monkeys, birds, agoutis, pacas, and even frogs or lizards if the opportunity arises. This opportunism is especially important during leaner times or in areas where larger prey is scarce. The jaguar's varied diet plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of the entire ecosystem. By consuming a wide range of prey, it prevents any single species from becoming too dominant. By preying on everything from large herbivores to small rodents and reptiles, the jaguar helps control animal populations, preventing overgrazing and supporting plant diversity. Jaguars often target the weak, sick, or old individuals, ensuring that prey populations remain strong and healthy and reducing the spread of disease. The jaguar is not just a consumer, it is a keystone species, a critical regulator whose presence has a cascading effect that supports the biodiversity of its entire kingdom. Its versatile appetite is not just a survival strategy, but a vital service to the environment it rules, shaping the landscape and ensuring the health of the jungle for countless other species. For the jaguar, solitude is not just a way of life, it is a necessity woven into the very fabric of its existence. Except for the brief, fervent moments of courtship and the short period a mother spends with her cubs, the jaguar's world is one of profound isolation. Each jaguar is a master of independence, relying solely on its own instincts and strength to survive. In the endless green labyrinth of the rainforest, it carves out a solitary path unseen and unheard by all but the most attentive eyes and ears. Adult jaguars are fiercely territorial, each one claiming a vast expanse of jungle as its own. These territories are not just boundaries, they are lifelines, providing the jaguar with the food, water, and shelter it needs to endure the challenges of the wild. A male's domain can stretch for many miles, often overlapping with the smaller, carefully guarded territories of several females. This overlap is a delicate balance, maintained through subtle signals and mutual avoidance. The solitary nature of the jaguar is a strategy honed by evolution. By living alone, each jaguar reduces competition for scarce resources, ensuring that it can hunt, feed, and rest without constant conflict. A vital adaptation for a top predator in a demanding environment. Communication among these solitary wanderers is subtle, almost invisible. Instead of direct encounters, jaguars speak through the landscape, leaving behind a tapestry of scents and signs that tell their story. To mark their territories, jaguars use a variety of techniques. They claw at trees, rub their faces against rough bark, and leave behind scent marks that linger long after they have passed. With powerful hind paws, they scrape the earth, leaving visible tracks and subtle chemical cues that warn intruders and reassure themselves of their domain. Scent marking is a language all its own. By spraying urine and rubbing their cheeks on trees and bushes, jaguars create a network of chemical messages, each one unique, each one a signature of identity and intent. These scent marks reveal a wealth of information: the jaguar's identity, its gender, its readiness to mate, and its recent movements. Through this invisible dialogue, jaguars keep track of their neighbors, avoiding unnecessary confrontations and maintaining the delicate balance of their solitary lives. While scent is their primary means of communication, jaguars also use sound. Their vocalizations, though rare, are powerful, deep guttural calls that echo through the forest, announcing their presence to any who might listen. The most distinctive of these is a repetitive sawing call, a sound that can travel for miles through the dense jungle, cutting through the silence like a warning or an invitation. This call serves many purposes. It proclaims territory, signals readiness to mate, and reminds all who hear it that the jaguar reigns supreme in this domain. At night, these sounds drift through the moonlit rainforest, a haunting reminder of the solitary hunter who moves unseen beneath the canopy, commanding the darkness with silent authority. Living alone in such a challenging environment demands extraordinary skill and resilience. Every step must be calculated, every movement silent, every decision critical to survival. From the moment a young jaguar leaves its mother, it faces the world alone. It must learn to hunt, to navigate the tangled wilderness, and to defend itself against threats, all without guidance or support. There is no pride or pack to offer protection. Every danger, whether rival predator, territorial dispute, or the challenge of the hunt, must be faced alone. Each meal is the result of solitary effort, every success and every failure a personal trial. The jaguar's survival depends on its ability to adapt, to outthink, and to outlast all others in its realm. In this world of shadows and silence, the jaguar stands alone, a monarch forged by solitude, perfectly attuned to the wild heart of the Americas. Its life is a testament to the strength, intelligence, and resilience required to rule alone, a living embodiment of the power of one. The solitary nature of the jaguar is set aside for one compelling reason: the primal urge to reproduce and ensure the continuation of its lineage. For most of the year, jaguars roam their territories alone, but the call of reproduction draws them together in a rare and intricate dance. Finding a mate in the vast and dense wilderness requires a deliberate effort. Jaguars rely on a complex system of scent marking and vocalizations to bridge the distances between them. When a female jaguar enters her fertile period, known as estrus, which lasts for about 2 weeks, her behavior changes dramatically. She becomes more active, patrolling her territory and seeking out opportunities to signal her readiness. She begins to vocalize more frequently, sending out her deep, sawing calls to advertise her readiness to potential suitors in the area. These calls can travel great distances through the dense jungle, alerting males far and wide. She also leaves more frequent scent marks throughout her territory, creating a trail of olfactory invitations that a roaming male can detect and follow. These scent marks contain pheromones that communicate her reproductive status with remarkable precision. Once a male picks up on these signals, he will track the female, sometimes for several days, navigating the labyrinth of the rainforest with patience and determination. The male's journey is fraught with challenges, as he must avoid rival males and remain undetected until he finds the receptive female. The initial meeting can be tense, with a period of cautious interaction as the two solitary animals become accustomed to each other's presence. Ritualized behaviors such as circling, sniffing, and low growls help establish trust and readiness. There may be some initial growling or posturing, but if the female is receptive, this tension soon gives way to a temporary and intense partnership. The pair engages in a series of courtship rituals, including mutual grooming, gentle nuzzling, and synchronized movement. The pair will then remain together for several days, a rare instance of jaguar sociability. During this time, their bond is reinforced through repeated interactions and close physical proximity. During this period, they travel, hunt, and rest together, their solitary lives briefly intertwined. The female may lead the male through her territory, and the two may share kills or rest in close contact. The mating process itself is a marathon affair designed to maximize the chances of a successful conception. Mating is often accompanied by vocalizations and physical displays, with the pair engaging in repeated copulations. The pair will mate frequently, sometimes up to 100 times a day, throughout the female's fertile period. Each encounter is brief but intense, and the high frequency is believed to help induce ovulation, ensuring that the eggs are released and ready for fertilization. This high frequency is believed to help induce ovulation, ensuring that the eggs are released and ready for fertilization. The repeated interactions also strengthen the temporary bond between the pair, reducing aggression and increasing cooperation. This intense period of courtship and mating is a vital and energetic investment in the future of the species. The rituals and repeated matings are essential for reproductive success in the unpredictable jungle environment. Once the female's estrus period ends and mating is complete, the temporary bond between the pair dissolves as quickly as it formed. The male and female part ways, returning to their solitary existences. True to his solitary nature, the male jaguar plays no further part in the reproductive process. He will disappear into the jungle, resuming his solitary patrols and seeking new opportunities to pass on his genes. The female, now alone, faces the immense task of pregnancy and parenthood. Gestation lasts approximately 90 to 110 days, during which she seeks out a secluded den, often a dense thicket, cave, or hollow log, where she will give birth and raise her cubs in safety. When the time comes, she gives birth to a litter of 1 to 4 cubs. Though 2 is most common, the cubs are born blind and helpless, entirely dependent on their mother for warmth, protection, and nourishment. For the first few weeks, the mother rarely leaves the den, dedicating herself to nursing and guarding her vulnerable offspring. She is fiercely protective, moving her cubs to new hiding places if she senses danger. As the cubs grow, their eyes open and they begin to explore their surroundings under their mother's watchful gaze. Playful wrestling and mock hunting help develop the skills they will need to survive. The mother invests heavily in her cubs, teaching them to stalk, pounce, and hunt. She provides food, guidance, and protection for up to 2 years, until the young jaguars are ready to strike out on their own. Gradually, the cubs become more independent, venturing farther from the den and learning to hunt alone. Eventually, they will leave their mother's territory to establish their own domains in the vast jungle. This brief, intense union between adult jaguars is a fleeting exception to their solitary rule, a temporary alliance forged by instinct to guarantee that the silent kings of the jungle will continue to roam the Americas, each new generation a testament to the mother's unwavering dedication and the intricate rituals of the wild. So roughly 100 days after her fleeting encounter with a mate, the female jaguar embarks on a solitary search for the perfect sanctuary. She moves with silent determination through the tangled jungle, her senses alert to every sound and scent, until she finds a secluded and well-hidden den. This refuge might be a dense thicket, a rocky cave, or a hollow log, any place that offers shelter from prowling predators and the relentless elements. The chosen den is a fortress, a cradle of life, and a shield against the dangers lurking in the wild. Within this hidden haven, she gives birth to her litter, usually 1 to 4 cubs. Each cub is tiny, fragile, and utterly dependent, their lives just beginning in the safety of darkness and warmth. The newborns arrive blind and helpless, their eyes sealed shut, their bodies cloaked in a soft, woolly coat. Faint spots mark their fur, a pattern that will deepen and define their identity as they mature. For the first weeks of life, the den is their entire universe. The cubs nestle together, drawing warmth from each other and their mother, who rarely leaves their side. Their survival depends entirely on her unwavering presence and vigilance. The mother jaguar is the embodiment of fierce devotion. She remains ever alert, her senses tuned to the slightest disturbance, ready to defend her cubs with unmatched ferocity. She nurses her young, providing rich, nourishing milk that fuels their rapid growth. With gentle licks, she grooms each cub, removing dirt and parasites, stimulating their bodies, and reinforcing the bond between mother and offspring. When hunger calls, she slips away only briefly to hunt, never straying far from the den. Her mind remains tethered to her cubs, and she returns swiftly, always vigilant for threats that might approach her hidden family. Any creature that nears the den, be it a rival predator, a curious animal, or an unknowing wanderer, faces her wrath. She defends her cubs with a display of power and aggression, deterring even the boldest intruders. Her maternal instincts are unyielding. She will risk injury, even her life, to ensure the safety of her young, standing as an unbreakable barrier between danger and her vulnerable cubs. As days pass, the cubs' eyes slowly open, revealing a new world of light and color. Hesitantly, they begin to explore the den's entrance, their first steps into the unknown, guided by curiosity and caution. Under their mother's watchful gaze, the cub's education begins. Every sound, scent, and shadow is a lesson in survival, and their mother is both guardian and teacher. As they grow, she introduces them to solid food, bringing small pieces of meat to the den. The cubs learn to tear and chew, their first taste of the diet that will sustain them as hunters. When their legs are strong and their senses keen, the cubs begin to follow their mother beyond the den. Together they move through the jungle, the cubs trailing close, absorbing every detail of their mother's movements. The young jaguars learn by observation. They watch as their mother stalks prey, her body low and silent, her patience unwavering. Each hunt is a lesson in stealth, timing, and the art of the ambush. Play becomes practice. The cubs wrestle and pounce, sharpening their reflexes and coordination. These playful battles are vital, preparing them for the challenges of the hunt and the dangers of the wild. For up to 2 years, the cubs remain with their mother. This extended apprenticeship is a time of learning and growth, as she imparts the skills and instincts they will need to survive alone. She teaches them to hunt a variety of prey, to navigate the shifting boundaries of their territory, to sense danger in the wind, and to communicate through subtle signals and calls. As the cubs grow into strong, capable juveniles, the bond with their mother gradually loosens, independence calls, and the time comes for them to step beyond her protection. One by one, the young jaguars leave the safety of their mother's territory, venturing into the vast jungle to claim their own domain. Alone they become the silent monarchs of the forest, carrying with them the lessons of their mother, a legacy of strength, skill, and the enduring spirit of the jaguar. Despite its reputation as a formidable apex predator, the jaguar faces a complex web of threats that jeopardize its future in the wild. The dense forests and wetlands that have long been its kingdom are now shrinking, and the challenges the jaguar faces are more intricate than ever before. The most significant threat to the jaguar is the relentless loss and fragmentation of its habitat. As vast stretches of rainforest and wetland disappear, the jaguar's world becomes a patchwork of isolated forest islands, separated by open land and barriers that are difficult to cross. This fragmentation is perilous for jaguars. It restricts their ability to roam, hunt, and find mates, leading to smaller, more isolated populations. Over time, this isolation reduces genetic diversity, making jaguars more susceptible to disease and less adaptable to environmental changes. As their habitat shrinks, so does the abundance of prey. Jaguars rely on a diverse array of animals for food, and the disappearance of these species forces them to adapt their hunting strategies, often with limited success. This scarcity can lead to malnutrition, weakened individuals, and increased mortality rates. In some regions, jaguars must compete with other large predators, such as pumas, for the same dwindling food resources. This competition can lead to direct confrontations, increased stress, and even displacement from prime hunting grounds. Environmental changes further complicate the jaguar's struggle for survival. Shifts in rainfall patterns, rising temperatures, and altered river systems can transform the landscape, affecting both the jaguar and its prey. Droughts may dry up water sources, while floods can destroy dens and reduce hunting success. These environmental pressures, combined with the challenges of habitat loss and competition, have led to a dramatic decline in jaguar populations across their range. Once widespread, the jaguar's territory has been reduced to a fraction of its former expanse. The king of the Americas now stands at a crossroads, its future uncertain. Only by understanding and addressing these interconnected threats can we hope to ensure the jaguar's continued reign in the wild. In the heart of the rainforest, the jaguar stands as a symbol of nature's enduring strength and resilience. Despite the challenges that have threatened its existence, the jaguar's story is one of remarkable adaptation and survival. Over millennia, jaguars have evolved to thrive in some of the world's most diverse and dynamic environments. Their keen senses, powerful bodies, and elusive nature have allowed them to adapt to shifting landscapes and changing climates. As forests change and rivers carve new paths, jaguars instinctively adjust their territories, seeking out new hunting grounds and safe passages. Their ability to move through dense jungle, across open plains and along riverbanks is a testament to their adaptability. The future of the jaguar is intertwined with the health of the forests and rivers it calls home. As apex predators, jaguars play a vital role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems, regulating prey populations and shaping the very structure of the jungle. When jaguars thrive, the entire ecosystem flourishes. Their presence ensures that herbivore numbers remain in check, which in turn allows vegetation to regenerate and supports countless other species, from the smallest insects to the tallest trees. Nature's resilience is evident in the jaguar's ability to adapt to new challenges. As habitats are restored and natural corridors reconnected, jaguars reclaim their ancient pathways, weaving the fabric of the wild ever tighter. The hope for the future lies in the jaguar's enduring spirit and the natural world's remarkable capacity for renewal. As long as forests stand and rivers flow, the jaguar will continue to roam, a silent guardian of the jungle's health and diversity. In protecting the jaguar, nature protects itself. The legacy of this magnificent predator is written in every paw print, every rustle in the undergrowth, and every dawn chorus echoing through the trees, a promise that, with resilience and adaptation, the wild heart of the jungle will endure. Across the Americas, the jaguar has long prowled not only the forests, but also the imaginations of its people. For thousands of years, this elusive predator has been more than just a creature of the wild. It has been a powerful symbol woven into the very fabric of ancient civilizations. In the dense jungles of Mesoamerica, the Maya revered the jaguar as a divine force. Carved into towering temple stones and painted on sacred pottery, the jaguar was a symbol of power, protection, and the mysterious underworld. Mayan kings often adorned themselves with jaguar pelts and headdresses, believing the animal granted them supernatural strength and a connection to the spirit world. Further south, the Olmec civilization sculpted massive stone heads with feline features, honoring the jaguar as a shaper of the world. To the Olmecs, the jaguar was the master of rain and fertility, a bridge between the earth and the gods above. Its image appeared in sacred rituals and mythic tales, guiding shamans on spiritual journeys. Among the Inca, the jaguar, known as the otorongo, stood as a guardian of the sacred and a symbol of courage. In Andean mythology, it was believed to move seamlessly between worlds, its spotted coat reflecting the stars above and the shadows below. The jaguar's presence in art, from woven textiles to intricate gold figurines, spoke of its revered status and enduring mystery. In native folklore throughout the Amazon, stories abound of the jaguar's cunning and wisdom. Some tales speak of shapeshifters who could become jaguars to protect their people or punish those who disrespected the forest. The jaguar's roar echoed through ceremonies, a reminder of nature's power and the need for balance between humanity and the wild. Today, the jaguar's legacy lives on in the vibrant art, stories, and traditions of indigenous cultures. Its image remains a symbol of strength, resilience, and the sacred connection between people and nature. In every legend and every work of art, the jaguar continues to inspire awe, a testament to its enduring power in the hearts and minds of the people who share its forest home. Across the globe, the fight to protect the jaguar is intensifying. As forests shrink and rivers run dry, conservationists are working tirelessly to ensure that this silent monarch continues to prowl the wilds for generations to come. One of the most innovative approaches is the creation of wildlife corridors, natural highways that reconnect fragmented habitats. Stretching across national borders and winding through diverse landscapes, these corridors allow jaguars to roam freely in search of mates, food, and territory, reducing the risk of inbreeding and conflict. From the dense jungles of Central America to the vast wetlands of the Pantanal, these invisible lifelines are helping to stitch the jaguar's world back together. Protected areas are also expanding, forming safe havens where jaguars can thrive. Parks and reserves, often managed in collaboration with local communities, provide crucial shelter not just for jaguars but for countless other species that share their home. Surveillance cameras hidden deep in the undergrowth silently monitor these elusive cats, capturing rare glimpses of their secret lives and informing future conservation strategies. But true protection goes beyond drawing lines on a map. Around the world, new solutions are emerging, ones that put nature, not humans, at the center. Conservationists are restoring degraded forests, replanting native trees, and reviving river systems, allowing ecosystems to heal and flourish on their own terms. Anti-poaching technologies, such as acoustic sensors and AI-powered monitoring, quietly safeguard jaguars without disturbing their natural rhythms. In every corner of the jaguar's range, these efforts are united by a single goal: to let the wild remain wild. By respecting the jaguar's space, supporting resilient landscapes, and embracing solutions that work in harmony with nature, we are giving this ancient predator a fighting chance. The future of the jaguar depends not just on what we do, but on how we choose to coexist, with respect, humility, and hope for a world where the jaguar's silent footsteps continue to echo through the forests. Within the intricate web of the rainforest, the jaguar is more than just a top predator. It is a keystone species, silently shaping the world around it. Every silent step, every calculated hunt ripples through the ecosystem, maintaining a delicate balance that supports countless lives. By preying on a variety of animals, from capybaras and peccaries to deer and caimans, the jaguar helps regulate prey populations. This control prevents any single species from overwhelming the landscape, which could otherwise lead to overgrazing, deforestation, and the collapse of vital habitats. As the jaguar keeps herbivore numbers in check, young trees and plants have a chance to grow, fostering a lush and diverse understory. In turn, this vegetation provides food and shelter for insects, birds, and small mammals, creating a thriving mosaic of life. The presence of the jaguar even influences the behavior of its prey. Herds move more frequently, grazing less intensely, and allowing the forest to regenerate. This dynamic, known as the ecology of fear, helps sustain the health and diversity of the entire ecosystem. Without the jaguar, the balance would shift. Prey populations could surge, vegetation would dwindle, and the rich tapestry of species that depends on these habitats would unravel. In this way, the jaguar is not just a hunter, it is a guardian of the wild, its silent reign ensuring the rainforest remains vibrant and whole. Through its ancient role, the jaguar weaves together the fate of countless species, embodying the interconnectedness of all life beneath the emerald canopy. To truly understand the jaguar's secretive world, scientists rely on cutting-edge, non-invasive technologies, tools that allow us to observe without intruding. Deep in the jungle, hidden among roots and vines, camera traps stand silent watch. Triggered by motion and heat, these cameras capture fleeting glimpses of jaguars as they move through their territories, revealing their patterns, numbers, and even unique rosette markings, all without a single human presence. Far above, satellites orbit the Earth, tracking signals from lightweight GPS collars fitted to a select few jaguars. These collars, designed to minimize disturbance, send back precise data on the animal's movements, mapping vast territories, migration corridors, and preferred hunting grounds. Each data point helps researchers piece together the jaguar's daily life, painting a clearer picture of how these elusive cats interact with their environment. Back in the lab, advanced software analyzes the flood of images and location points. Artificial intelligence sorts thousands of photos, identifying individual jaguars and cataloging their habits. This digital detective work uncovers hidden behaviors, social structures, and even clues about population health. Through these technologies, we gain invaluable insights, revealing the unseen journeys of jaguars, the challenges they face, and the secret rhythms of their realm. By studying without disturbing, we come closer than ever before to understanding and protecting the silent monarch of the rainforest. As the world's climate shifts, the jaguar's realm faces new and unpredictable changes. Rising temperatures and altered rainfall patterns transform the forests and wetlands that jaguars call home. Once lush and teeming with life, these habitats may become drier, fragmented, or prone to wildfires, challenging the jaguar's mastery of its environment. With these changes, prey animals may become scarce or migrate to cooler, more stable regions. Deer, peccaries, and capybaras might move to higher ground or disappear from certain areas altogether, forcing jaguars to travel farther and adapt their hunting strategies. Water sources, once abundant, may shrink or vanish, concentrating both predator and prey in shrinking pockets of green. As rivers change course and forests thin, the corridors jaguars use to roam and find mates can be blocked or lost. These disruptions may isolate populations, making it harder for jaguars to find food, shelter, or partners. Some jaguars may be pushed into new territories, navigating unfamiliar landscapes and competing with other predators for survival. In this uncertain climate, the jaguar's legendary resilience is put to the test. The future holds both challenges and the possibility of adaptation as these silent monarchs confront a world reshaped by forces beyond their control. The fate of the jaguar will depend on the delicate balance between nature's changes and the enduring spirit of this iconic predator.